Struggling to pass your theory test on the first try? You're in the right place. Welcome to Driving Theory Test UK, your trusted source for DVSA-style practice questions, hazard perception training, road signs, and expert tips to help you pass with confidence. We make tricky topics simple with clear, easy-to-follow videos that help you learn faster and smarter. Whether your test is weeks away or just around the corner, we're here to guide you every step of the way. Subscribe now and join thousands of learners who've already passed their test with our help. Question 1. You see a group of horse riders as you approach a roundabout. They are indicating right but keeping well to the left. You should. Option A. Stay well back. B. Keep close of them. C. Cut in front of them. D. Proceed as normal. Answer is D. Proceed as normal. Question 2. It is very windy. You are behind a motorcyclist who is overtaking a high vehicle. What should you do? Option A. Keep close to the motorcyclist. B. Keep well back. C. Stay level with the motorcycle. D. Overtake the motorcyclist immediately. Answer is B. Keep well back. Question 3. You're on a motorway. What does it mean if a red cross is showing above the hard shoulder and mandatory speed limits above all other lanes? Option A. The hard shoulder can be used as a normal running lane. B. The hard shoulder has a speed limit of 50 miles per hour. C. The hard shoulder can be used as a rest area if you feel tired. D. The hard shoulder is for emergency or breakdown use only. Answer is D. The hard shoulder is for emergency or breakdown use only. Art cross above the hard shoulder shows that it's closed as a running lane and should only be used for emergencies or breakdowns. On some motorways, the hard shoulder may be used as a running lane at busy times. This will be shown by a mandatory speed limit on the gantry above the hard shoulder. Question 4. What does this sign mean? Option A. No through road on the left. B. Turn left for parking area. C. Turn left for ferry terminal. D. No entry for traffic turning left. Answer is A. No through road on the left. This sign shows you that you can't get through to another route by turning left at the junction ahead. Question 5. What's the reason for the hatched area along the center of this road? Option A. It separates the two sides of the dual carriageway. B. It separates traffic flowing in opposite directions. C. It's a temporary marking to warn of the roadworks. D. It marks an area to be used by overtaking motorcyclists. Answer is B. It separates traffic flowing in opposite directions. Areas of hatched markings such as these separate traffic streams that could be a danger to each other. They're often seen on bends or where the road becomes narrow. If the area is bordered by a solid white line, you mustn't enter it except in an emergency. Question 6. What can seriously reduce your ability to concentrate? Option A. Tinted windows. B. Busy roads. C. Drugs. D. Weather conditions. Answer is C. Drugs. Both recreational drugs and prescribed medicine can affect your concentration. It's also an offense to drive with certain drugs in your body, and a positive test could lead to a conviction. Question 7. Which road users are most difficult to see when you're reversing your car? Option A. Motorcyclists. B. Children. C. Car drivers. D. Cyclists. Answer is B. Children. It may not be possible to see a small child through the rear windscreen of your vehicle. Be aware of this before you reverse. If there are children about, get out and check that it's clear before reversing. Question 8. You're following a long vehicle approaching a crossroads. What should you do if the driver signals right but moves close to the left-hand curb? Option A. Wait behind the long vehicle. B. Report the driver to the police. C. Overtake on the right-hand side. D. Wham the driver about the wrong signal. Answer is A. Wait behind the long vehicle. When a long vehicle is going to turn right, it may need to keep close to the left-hand curb. This is to prevent the rear end of the trailer cutting the corner. You need to be aware of how long vehicles behave in such situations. Don't overtake the lorry, because it could turn as you're alongside. Stay behind and wait for it to turn. Question 9. Why should drivers be more careful on roads where trams also operate? Option A. Because trams don't have lights. B. Because trams can't steer to avoid obstructions. C. Because trams can't stop for cars. D. Because trams don't have a horn. Answer is B. Because trams can't steer to avoid obstructions. You should take extra care when you first encounter trams. You'll have to get used to dealing with a different traffic system. Be aware that trams can accelerate and travel very quickly, and they can't change direction to avoid obstructions. Question 10. What should you do when you see this sign at a crossroads? Option A. Telephone the police. B. Maintain the same speed. C. Carry on with great care. D. Find another route. Answer is C. Carry on with great care. When traffic lights are out of order, treat the junction as an unmarked crossroads. Be very careful and be prepared to stop. No one has priority. Question 11. What should you do while you're driving or riding along a motorway? Option A. Travel much faster than you would on other roads. B. Concentrate more than you would on other roads. C. Maintain a shorter separation distance than you would on other roads. D. Look much further ahead than you would on other roads. Answer is D. Look much further ahead than you would on other roads. Traffic on motorways usually travels faster than on other roads. You need to be looking further ahead to give yourself more time to react to any hazard that may develop. Question 12. What's the national speed limit for a car or motorcycle on a motorway? Option A. 50 miles per hour. B. 60 miles per hour. C. 70 miles per hour. D. 80 miles per hour. Answer is C. 70 miles per hour. The national speed limit for a car or motorcycle on a motorway is 70 miles per hour. Lower speed limits may be in force, for example, at roadworks. Variable speed limits also operate in some areas when the motorway is very busy. Cars or motorcycles towing trailers are subject to a lower speed limit. Question 13. Who has priority at an unmarked crossroads? Option A. The smaller vehicle. B. The larger vehicle. C. No one has priority. D. The faster vehicle. Answer is C. No one has priority. Practice good observation in all directions before you emerge or make a turn. Proceed only when you're sure it's safe to do so. Question 14. When may you use hazard warning lights while you're driving? Option A. On the approach to Toucan crossings, where cyclists are waiting to cross. B. On rural routes, after a sign warning of animals. C. Instead of sounding the horn in a built-up area between 11:30 p.m. and 7 o'clock a.m. D. On a motorway or unrestricted dual carriageway, to warn of a hazard ahead. Answer is D. On a motorway or unrestricted dual carriageway, to warn of a hazard ahead. When there's queuing traffic ahead and you have to slow down or even stop, briefly showing your hazard warning lights will help alert the traffic behind to the hazard. Question 15. Which color follows the green signal at a puffin crossing? Option A. Steady amber. B. Flashing green. C. Steady red. D. Flashing amber. Answer is A. Steady amber. Puffin crossings have infrared sensors that detect when pedestrians are crossing and hold the red traffic signal until the crossing is clear. The use of a sensor means there's no flashing amber phase as there is with a pelican crossing. Question 16. What do these zigzag white lines mean? Option A. Sounding horns isn't allowed. B. No parking at any time. C. Slow down to 20 miles per hour. D. Parking allowed only for a short time. Answer is B. No parking at any time. The approach to, and exit from, a pedestrian crossing is marked with zigzag lines. You mustn't park on them or overtake the leading vehicle when approaching the crossing. Parking here would block the view for pedestrians and approaching traffic. Question 17. Why is traveling in neutral for long distances bad driving technique? Option A. The engine will run faster. B. It will cause the car to skid. C. It will make the engine stall. D. There won't be any engine braking. Answer is D. There won't be any engine braking. Try to look and plan well ahead. Plan your approach to hazards and select the correct gear in good time. This will help give you the control you need to deal with anything unexpected that may occur. Question 18. When should tire pressures be checked? Option A. When tires are hot. B. When tires are cold. C. After traveling at high speed. D. After any lengthy journey. Answer is B. When tires are cold. Check the tire pressures when the tires are cold. This will give you a more accurate reading. The heat generated on a long journey will raise the pressure inside the tire. Question 19. What does this sign tell you? Option A. Waiting prohibited between times shown on the sign. B. Waiting prohibited at all times except for the times shown. C. Waiting prohibited at all times. D. Driving prohibited at all times except for the times shown. Answer is A. Waiting prohibited between times shown on the sign. This sign tells you that waiting is prohibited between times shown. Question 20. You need to top up your battery with distilled water. What level should you fill it to? Option A. Just above the cell plates. B. Just below the cell plates. C. The top of the battery. D. Halfway up the battery. Answer is A. Just above the cell plates. Top up the battery with distilled water and make sure each cell plate is covered. Hey there! I hope this video helps you get ready to pass your UK driving theory test with confidence. If you find it helpful, hit that subscribe button and turn on the bell so you never miss our latest updates and mock tests. Don't forget to share your score in the comments. We'd love to see how you're doing. Alright, let's dive back into the video. Question 21. What's the purpose of these road markings? Option A. To enable teachers to have clear access to the school. B. To enable parents to pick up or drop off children safely. C. To ensure children can see and be seen when they're crossing the road. D. To ensure delivery vehicles have easy access to the school. Answer is C. To ensure children can see and be seen when they're crossing the road. These markings are found on the road outside schools. Don't stop or park on them, even to set down or pick up children. The markings are there to ensure that drivers, riders, children, and other pedestrians have a clear view of the road in all directions. Question 22. You've stopped at a pelican crossing. What should you do if a disabled person is crossing slowly in front of you and the lights change to green? Option A. Edge forward slowly. B. Sound your horn. C. Drive in front of them. D. Wait for them to finish crossing. Answer is D. Wait for them to finish crossing. At a pelican crossing, the green light means you may proceed as long as the crossing is clear. If someone hasn't finished crossing, be patient and wait for them, whether they're disabled or not. Question 23. What's the maximum fine for driving or riding without insurance? Option A. £5,000. B. £500. C. £1,000. D. Unlimited. Answer is D. Unlimited. Driving or riding without insurance is a serious offence. As well as an unlimited fine, you may be disqualified or incur penalty points. Question 24. Who's responsible for paying the vehicle tax? Option A. The car dealer. B. The registered keeper of the vehicle. C. The driver and vehicle licensing agency. D. The driver of the vehicle. Answer is B. The registered keeper of the vehicle. The registered keeper of the vehicle is responsible for paying the vehicle tax or making a statutory off-road notification if the vehicle is to be kept untaxed and off the road. Question 25. When could the cost of your insurance be reduced? Option A. When you complete the Pass Plus scheme. B. When you pass the driving test first time. C. When you're under 25 years old. D. When you don't wear glasses. Answer is A. When you complete the Pass Plus scheme. The cost of insurance varies with your age and how long you've been driving. Usually, the younger you are, the more expensive it is, especially if you're under 25. Pass Plus provides additional training to newly qualified drivers. The scheme is recognized by many insurance companies, and taking this extra training could give you reduced insurance premiums, as well as improving your skills and experience. Question 26. Where would you see this road marking? Option A. Near a level crossing. B. On road humps. C. At traffic lights. D. At a box junction. Answer is B. On road humps. Because the road has a dark color, changes in level aren't easily seen. White triangles painted on the road surface give you an indication of where there are road humps. Question 27. There's been a collision. How can you help a driver who's suffering from shock? Option A. Reassure them confidently. B. Ask who caused the incident. C. Offer them a cigarette. D. Give them a drink. Answer is A. Reassure them confidently. A casualty suffering from shock may have injuries that aren't immediately obvious. Call the emergency services, then stay with the person in shock, offering reassurance until the experts arrive. Question 28. What requires extra care when you're driving or riding in windy conditions? Option A. Passing pedal cyclists. B. Turning into a narrow road. C. Using the brakes. D. Moving off on a hill. Answer is A. Passing pedal cyclists. Always give cyclists plenty of room when overtaking them. You need to give them even more room when it's windy. A sudden gust could easily blow them off course and into your path. Question 29. What should you do if you're driving on a motorway and you miss the exit that you wanted to take? Option A. Carefully reverse along the hard shoulder. B. Make a U-turn at the next gap in the central reservation. C. Carry on to the next exit. D. Carefully reverse in the left-hand lane. Answer is C. Carry on to the next exit. It's illegal to reverse, cross the central reservation or drive against the traffic flow on a motorway. If you miss your exit, carry on until you reach the next one. Ask yourself why you missed your exit. If you think that your concentration is fading, take a break before continuing your journey. Question 30. You see these double white lines along the center of the road. When may you park on the left? Option A. During daylight hours only. B. To pick up or set down passengers. C. If the line nearest to you is broken. D. When there are no yellow lines. Answer is B. To pick up or set down passengers. You mustn't park or stop on a road marked with double white lines, even where one of the lines is broken, except to pick up or set down passengers. Question 31. What's the nearest you may park to a junction? Option A. 20 meters, 66 feet. B. 15 meters, 49 feet. C. 10 meters, 32 feet. D. 12 meters, 39 feet. Answer is C. 10 meters, 32 feet. Don't park within 10 meters, 32 feet, of a junction, unless in an authorized parking place. This is to allow drivers emerging from, or turning into, the junction a clear view of the road they're joining. It also allows them to see hazards such as pedestrians or cyclists at the junction. Question 32. What does this motorway sign mean? Option A. Pull up on the hard shoulder. B. Leave the motorway at the next exit. C. Change to the opposite carriageway. D. Change to the lane on your left. Answer is D. Change to the lane on your left. On the motorway, signs sometimes show temporary warnings due to traffic or weather conditions. They may be used to indicate lane closures. Temporary speed limits, weather warnings. Question 33. What does this traffic sign mean? Option A. Compulsory maximum speed limit. B. Advisory maximum speed limit. C. Advised separation distance. D. Compulsory minimum speed limit. Answer is A. Compulsory maximum speed limit. The sign gives you an early warning of a speed restriction. If you're traveling at a higher speed, slow down in good time. You could come across queuing traffic due to roadworks or temporary obstruction. Question 34. When do windscreen pillars cause a serious obstruction to your view? Option A. When you're approaching a one-way street. B. When you're approaching bends and junctions. C. When you're driving on a dual carriageway. D. When you're driving on a motorway. Answer is B. When you're approaching bends and junctions. Windscreen pillars can obstruct your view, particularly at bends and junctions. Look out for other road users, especially cyclists, motorcyclists, and pedestrians who can easily be overlooked. Question 35. When are you not allowed to sound your vehicle's horn? Option A. At any time in a built-up area. B. Between 11:30 p.m. and 7 o'clock a.m. in a built-up area. C. Between 10 o'clock p.m. and 6 o'clock a.m. in a built-up area. D. Between 11:30 p.m. and 6 o'clock a.m. on any road. Answer is B. Between 11:30 p.m. and 7 o'clock a.m. in a built-up area. Every effort must be made to prevent excessive noise, especially in built-up areas at night. Don't rev your engine or sound the horn unnecessarily. It's illegal to sound your horn in a built-up area between 11:30 p.m. and 7 o'clock a.m., except when another road user poses a danger. Question 36. What's most likely to waste fuel? Option A. Driving on motorways. B. Using different brands of fuel. C. Underinflated tires. D. Reducing your speed. Answer is C. Underinflated tires. Wasting fuel costs you money and also causes unnecessary pollution. Ensuring your tires are correctly inflated, avoiding carrying unnecessary weight, and removing a roof rack that's not in use will all help to reduce your fuel consumption. Question 37. You're about to go down a steep hill. What should you do to control the speed of your vehicle? Option A. Select a high gear and use the brakes carefully. B. Select a high gear and use the brakes firmly. C. Select a low gear and avoid using the brakes. D. Select a low gear and use the brakes carefully. Answer is D. Select a low gear and use the brakes carefully. When driving down a steep hill, gravity will cause your vehicle to speed up. This will make it more difficult for you to stop. To help keep your vehicle's speed under control, select a lower gear to give you more engine braking and make careful use of the brakes. Question 38. You're in the right-hand lane of a 3-lane motorway. What do these overhead signs mean? Option A. Leave the motorway at the next exit. B. Move to the left and reduce your speed to 50 miles per hour. C. Use the hard shoulder until you've passed the hazard. D. There are roadworks 50 meters, 55 yards, ahead. Answer is B. Move to the left and reduce your speed to 50 miles per hour. You must obey these signs even if there appear to be no problems ahead. There could be queuing traffic or another hazard that you can't see yet. Question 39. At traffic lights, what does it mean when the amber light shows on its own? Option A. Prepare to go. B. Stop at the stop line. C. Go if the way is clear. D. Go if no pedestrians are crossing. Answer is B. Stop at the stop line. When the amber light is showing on its own, the red light will follow next. The amber light means stop, unless you've already crossed the stop line or you're so close to it that stopping may cause a collision. Question 40. You're in the left-hand lane at traffic lights, waiting to turn left. Which signal means you must wait? Answer is B. At some junctions, there may be separate signals for different lanes. These are called filter lights. They're designed to help traffic flow at major junctions. Make sure that you're in the correct lane and proceed if the way is clear and the green light shows for your lane.
Hi there. I hope this video is helpful for you. If it is, please like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss future driving tips and tests. Also, don't forget to comment your score. And make sure to watch until the end. Your support helps us bring you more content to ace your theory test. Let's get back to the video.
Question 41. Who has priority when traffic lights are out of order? Option A. Traffic turning right. B. Traffic turning left. C. Traffic going straight on. D. Nobody. Answer is D. Nobody. When traffic lights are out of order, you should treat the junction as an unmarked crossroads. Be cautious, as you may need to give way or stop. Look for traffic attempting to cross the junction, unaware that it doesn't have priority. Question 42. Why does this junction have a stop sign and a stop line on the road? Option A. The junction is on a downhill gradient. B. Visibility along the major road is restricted. C. It's a busy junction. D. Speed on the major road is de-restricted. Answer is B. Visibility along the major road is restricted. Where emerging traffic has a very restricted view of the main road, you may find a stop sign and a solid white stop line. You must stop at the line and then check carefully before you emerge. Question 43. Where would you find green reflective studs on a motorway? Option A. Separating driving lanes. B. Between the carriageway and the central reservation. C. Between the hard shoulder and the carriageway. D. At slip road entrances and exits. Answer is D. At slip road entrances and exits. Knowing the colors of the reflective studs on the road will help you judge your position, especially at night, in foggy conditions or when visibility is poor. Question 44. What should you do when you see this sign as you travel along a motorway? Option A. Move on to the hard shoulder. B. Change lane. C. Leave the motorway at the next exit. D. Turn left immediately. Answer is C. Leave the motorway at the next exit. You'll see this sign if the motorway is closed ahead. Pull into the left-hand lane as soon as it's safe to do so. Don't wait until the last moment before you move across, because the lane may be busy and you'll have to rely on another driver making room for you. Question 45. Which sign shows that a tanker is carrying dangerous goods? Answer is C. Tankers will display a hazard warning plate on the side and rear of the vehicle. Details of hazard warning symbols are given in the highway code. If a tanker is involved in a collision, you may need to report the tanker's hazard labeling to the emergency services. Question 46. At an incident, how could you help a small child who isn't breathing? Option A. Put them in the recovery position and slap their back. B. Talk to them confidently until an ambulance arrives. C. Find their parents and explain what's happening. D. Open their airway and begin CPR. Answer is D. Open their airway and begin CPR. If a young child has stopped breathing, first check that their airway is open and then begin CPR. With a young child, you may only need to use one hand and you shouldn't press down as far as you would with an adult. Continue the procedure until the child is breathing again or until a medical professional takes over. Question 47. What does this sign mean? Option A. Traffic danger spot ahead. B. Tunnel ahead. C. Ancient monument ahead. D. Low bridge ahead. Answer is B. Tunnel ahead. When approaching a tunnel, switch on your dipped headlights. Be aware that your eyes might need to adjust to the sudden darkness. You may need to reduce your speed. Question 48. You're on a motorway. What does it mean when a mandatory speed limit is displayed above the hard shoulder? Option A. The hard shoulder can be used as a running lane. B. You shouldn't travel in this lane. C. You can pull up in this lane to answer a mobile phone. D. You can park on the hard shoulder if you feel tired. Answer is A. The hard shoulder can be used as a running lane. A mandatory speed limit sign above the hard shoulder shows that this part of the road can be used as a running lane between junctions. You must stay within the speed limit. Look out for vehicles that may have broken down and could be blocking the hard shoulder. Question 49. What's a rumble device designed to do? Option A. Prevent cattle escaping. B. Give directions. C. Alert you to low tire pressure. D. Alert you to a hazard. Answer is D. Alert you to a hazard. A rumble device consists of raised markings or strips, designed to give drivers an audible, visual, and tactile warning. These devices are used in various locations, including in the line separating the hard shoulder and the left-hand lane on the motorway and on the approach to some hazards, to alert drivers to the need to slow down. Question 50. What does this sign mean? Option A. Lane ends ahead. B. Free recovery ends. C. End of restriction. D. End of motorway. Answer is C. End of restriction. Temporary restrictions on motorways are shown on signs that have flashing amber lights. At the end of the restriction, you'll see this sign without any flashing lights.
For more practice and updates, click on the video. Continue building your confidence to pass your theory test. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next video.